Meet Rona, a surgeon, a designer, a great colleague, and a robot. Rona was a co-creator of the new visual identity for the University of Zagreb's CRTA, a regional centre of excellence for robotics. The new look is based on students' handwriting processed through AI to create various data sets that form the final design. At first, Rona, famous for performing brain surgery, was assigned to write the institution's name. But Rona can't write, just like some human doctors. A handful of students were then gathered to write the name of the institution in their own handwriting, while Rona was observing carefully. Then, it developed its own handwriting style. Rona's unique handwriting, brain surgery trajectory, and other data were the elements the designer had to play with. That's what humans are good at. The process of creating this identity was about learning and playing, what CRTA is all about. It was a collaboration between real and artificial intelligence, and the successful integration of a new species into the working environment.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. That was the story, how we designed our visual identity for our Center of Excellence for Robotic Technology at University of Zagreb, you know. It was the story about interspecies collaboration, actually. Designers and artificial intelligence together making something completely new. Artificial intelligence pushing humans on the completely new level. The designer studio we engaged actually received a lot of international awards. One of them was the Red Dot Award, which was a really prestigious award in designer community, you know. But the point is that artificial intelligence today can help us to be better, to push us on another level, our actually creativity. 10 years ago, it was impossible to think about. But today, thanks to the biologically inspired methods, and also another improvement in that area completely changed the story about that. First of all, you should be aware that our knowledge, our history, our culture sometimes act like anchors to our creativity, you know. But artificial intelligence has no culture, has no prejudice, you know, has no shame, you know. And artificial intelligence can help us to think out of box. And that's a completely new story, you know. But at the other hand, this approach, this design shows the main character of our Center of Excellence. First of all, to explain you the acronym. Acronym is in Croatian language, CRTA, means line. It's essential element of engineering expression, you know. And it also not only acronym, but also symbolic name. The center meant to be something special, not only the excellent in terms of science and education, but also to be excellent and inspiring in the terms of architecture, design, everything else. It's open 24 hours for my students and my researchers as well. Also, this is a place which is open at least once a month for the public, because we want to share idea that artificial intelligence and robotics is not only engineering and skills, it's also the part of our culture, very important part of our culture, you know. It integrates a lot of different engineering and science fields like autonomous system, industrial robotics, medical robotics, biomimetic systems, and humanoid robotics as well. You know, and this is literally the place where the future happens. If you want to talk about the future, it's not easy issue because the future is complex. The future is not linear. Okay, today mainly depends on development of science and technology. Okay, but science is going ups and down, you know. But also we have a lot of influence, social influence, economical influence, and so on. If we do not understand the future, you could get lost in many ways, you know, because the future is changing very, very, very fast, you know. As famous Peter Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. That's what we are doing in our center, you know. And I'll try to explain you or show you or present you how we see the future connected with robotics and artificial intelligence through the projects we are currently running in our center. First of all, collaborative robotics. Usually our main concern is that robot will steal our jobs, will take over our primacy, you know. But the future of robotics is going toward a completely other direction. We are developing the assistant robots, the robots which will be able to work together with us. Thanks to the sensors, vision system, and artificial intelligence, we can design the robots which can understand our intentions, we can understand what we want from them, you know, and we can work together. They can improve our life in many, many, many ways. The other aspect of modern robotics is working in dynamic environment, because in our world, human world, everything is dynamic. And okay, probably you saw such application of the robot many times on the internet or in the factories. But such application usually is done on doing something with the cookies, packaging, and something like that. But if you want dynamic environment, to work in dynamic environment on moving, flying objects, in precise way, like doing some mechanical assembly or something like that, you are in trouble, because you need to synchronize at least 2 time domains, and it's a huge challenge. It's still under development. But what I would like to talk to you about, I would like to talk to you about artificial intelligence behind. You see, it was the project we faced to handle, to classify the 2 types of fish which are very similar, you know. Okay, no problem. We can teach the deep neural network to recognize the pictures. No problem, you know. But you do not have a time to process, because everything is happening very fast. Then we are talking about shortcut intelligence. Humans are doing this automatically without thinking, you know, intuitive. We can say the shortcut intelligence is somehow artificial intuition. That's the challenge. How to do that, you know, to find from minimal amount of data to the most smartest output, you know. This is the challenge today, not only in industry, but also particularly in mobile robotics. In autonomous cars, everything is happening very fast, and you must be able to process the data very, very, very fast, you know. This is the movie from our laboratory for artificial intelligence, where we are concerned with the environmental intelligence, ability that mobile robot can understand the environment and manage itself around, and so on. Besides, we don't want only mobile robots to run on the ground. We want mobile robots able to run on the vertical surfaces, like on the buildings. This is our project, where we're supposed to design the robot able to mount on the bridges for the inspection of steel reinforcements, you know. It was a huge challenge to design this hybrid of drone and mobile robot at the same time. Mobile robotics, because we are completely mobile, human species is mobile, you know. It's also very important in the sense of medical robotics. You can see you met our Rona at the beginning in introductory movie. This is the laboratory for medical robotics in the center. This is actually the surgical room, real surgical room where we can conduct our preclinical testing, you know. Our Rona is completely autonomous robot and operates from 2016 in one of the largest Croatian hospital, you know. And the robot is completely autonomous regarding the preparation of the surgical procedure, registration of the patient, analyze the anatomical features, and finally design its behavior. It's not a robot controlled remotely by surgeon. It's completely autonomous, you know. And you can see some sequences from the real operation. Okay, I will skip some bloody part, you know. This is a sterile phase of the operation, and the real operation is starting after this. I will skip it right now. Okay, the Rona was recognized internationally, so we received a lot of international awards. And this year we launched a startup Rona, which is supposed to certify the system and make it available all around the world. The next crucial aspect of the future is machine learning. You are probably aware about this. Why machine learning? First of all, you know, the robots are very complex to operate. They need a lot of engineering skills, a lot programming skills, and something like that. But it prevents for wider application of the robot. But if you can teach the robot like we are teaching the kids, you know, then everything is changing, you know. You can apply it everywhere, you know. You can see the movies from my laboratory and the projects where we develop the learning methods, the robot able to learn how to behave, how to work from demonstration. We use a lot of knowledge from kids' psychology, learning psychology, and trying to implement it in the robots. You see, you can see this small kid, you know, he's so happy and smiling because he's playing during his learning, you know. I don't know if my robots are happy as this one, I don't know. Anyhow, machine learning in robotics is very exciting. Why? If you connect the robot in so-called robo-web, you know, or AI cloud, if I teach one robot how to work, everyone in this network can take over these skills and know how to work, you know. Like I take some of you here and teach him some mathematical tricks, and everybody in the audience knows these tricks. Huh? It's magic you can apply with robots, but not with the humans. Machine learning is very important, game-changing aspect of robotics. When I'm talking about learning, motoric intelligence is the next crucial thing, you see. Motoric intelligence is actually intelligence we are not aware about that, you know. We start learn this intelligence from the day we're born, because our body is very complex. We should find a way how to control it. I don't know if you are aware that our body has 752 muscles. 752 motors is inside of our body. How to control it? There is no mathematics to solve it, you know. We need to learn it how to work, you know. Motoric intelligence is very complex, and we develop the methods how to do it, you know, because there is no robot who is, you know, easy with opening the doors. To iron shirts, it's a long time dream for every roboticist, you know, because right now it's not possible, you know. Motoric intelligence, it's game changer. It looks very exciting, but at the end of the day, Do we really believe in robotic intelligence, in real intelligence, Or it is just an illusion? Because we know our intelligence is not something mechanic. You cannot describe it by zeros and ones, If you talk about real intelligence, we talk about awareness. We talk about emotional intelligence, We talk about intuition, How to mathematize this? The categories I mentioned are more philosophical than mathematical, But if you want to do that, to really somehow to enter into the magic of intelligence, we should be brave to face cognitive robotics of high level, and artificial awareness. You can see our Rudy in our laboratory for artificial intelligence. This is actually ICAP, a robot designed here in Italy at IIT Genova, And but our Rudy is applied here to design artificial awareness. We try to interact with the environment in a way that robot assess own state in the environment, not the environment itself. It's a very complex question. I do not have a time to go deeper. But you should know that very soon we will face the robot with a kind of awareness. But don't mess. Awareness not comparable to humans. We tell usually that this is orthogonal awareness, different from humans, but awareness of special species. Some scientists argue that we are too ambitious about this, but like famous Professor Tanimoto said, there is nothing more intellectual than the creation of another intellect. And nobody will stop the science to go on. Thank you. Go home. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Anche io ho il cane, però è Mezza, che non so chi di voi lo conosce. Fantastico.